Luke, what was the summer like for you getting the experience of playing in the professional tournaments and also doing as well as you did in those tournaments?
No, that was actually the first summer that I've ever played a professional event. It was incredible, man. I think I learned a lot this year. I think there's a lot of learning no matter what you do, but to be able to play with those guys, to be able to play with Scotty and the big names that we see all the time on TV was incredible, and I think it was a lot of learning for me.
Did you just try to be a sponge in addition to trying to play well?
Yeah, I mean, I was that little kid asking questions basically all the time. I think there's just so much knowledge out there that we don't really know as amateur golfers, and to kind of absorb that and then come to college and kind of have that as well with practice and how you kind of lead into tournaments, whatever it is, it's pretty incredible.
I know you said you wanted to come back here to win a national championship, but when you're getting top tens and you're doing so well on tour, do you have a second thought, like, I could really go do this right now?
No. I've been wanting to win a national championship, and that's my number one goal with this team. And I think all these guys are incredible. I think we're kind of underlooked a little bit sometimes, and I think this year is going to be an amazing year.
Was there anyone on tour or out there that kind of made you feel comfortable? Like, I know Ludwig Oberg plays out here, probably got some other FSU guys. Like, was there anyone you had already knew?
Yeah, a couple guys, like Vincent Norman, a couple dudes like that. But it was actually really welcoming. All the guys were super sweet. It was just cool. We played practice rounds with Gary Woodland and those guys, and they're all kind of just busting a few jokes with me and all that kind of stuff. But it was hilarious. It was fun.
Of course, when you do something like that, I mean, you want to go out and you do well, but I guess you never really know what to expect. Were you shocked, especially back-to-back top 10 finishes?
Yeah, I was a little shocked, no doubt. I mean, when I finished second at John Deere, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I was like, that's a little different from normal, and but again, I walked off 18, and I saw my mom and dad there again, and no matter what I do, no matter how I finish, they're always there for me, and again, it's just incredible. It's just incredible stuff to be out there and be able to be in that position is awesome.
How have you grown, you think, over the last 3, 4, 5 months heading into this year?
A lot. Yeah, just realizing that, golf is just a game. I think a lot of people kind of look at it as their life, and, I try to minimize it as much as I can and realize that it is just golf. We get to play it every single day, have fun with it, but not to obsess over it.
I mean, it's a good mindset knowing that the spotlight's probably a little bit bigger than I mean, how do you develop a mindset like that? Like, I mean, people knew who you were last year. People really know who you are heading into this season.
It's the man above. I think he's been guiding me every single step of the way, and it's something that I try to keep my faith towards as much as I can and keep my feet grounded. If I kind of look too far ahead or try to kind of be cocky or whatever you can call it, it's not going to be good. So I'm going to keep staying in my zone and keep doing what I'm doing.
What was your initial reaction when you're being named the number one amateur golfer in the world? How you feel now?
Yeah, it was incredible. I think it's kind of what we all train for every single time, and to finally kind of get there was awesome. But again, I think being number one in the world is no joke, and I'm super blessed about it. But it wasn't as much fulfillment as I thought it was going to be. I think my fulfillment comes with the man above, and realizing that he's given me these opportunities and the blessings that I have, and it's awesome.
Do you and Lottie ever joke about it? I mean, you guys are both two number ones. I mean, what is that like being on the same campus as the other one?
Yeah, she was number one before me, and she's incredible. So I can't really talk too much. She's done amazing things this summer. I've watched her basically every event, and to see what she's been doing is just unbelievable. I think to even kind of be put in that conversation with her is pretty sweet.
Is there like any time that you two just go like quick go around and see who's best?
No, we haven't, and I'm pretty scared to do that honestly because she's pretty good. So I probably won't do that anytime soon. Hopefully get like a 2v2 or whatever it is. But it's awesome to be up there with her.
With the run you guys put together last year and the finish being so close, how does that motivate this group coming back, going into this season coming up?
Yeah, it's been on our mind every single day. It's one of those things where coming down to the final match and losing is no joke. I think everyone saw the emotion we all had as a team there, and when you train all year to get to that moment and you don't pull it off is hard. I'm not gonna lie and not be like, oh, it's great, but it's brutal, and it's been on my mind every single day, and every single time we step in that gym or train during the day or whatever it is, we think about it. So I think we're gonna have a lot of fight this year, and we're gonna see what happens.
I presume there's also positive to take from it too, though, from the experience itself.
Yeah, positive that we're going to train as hard as we can. That's basically about it. Best way I can put it.
What does a day look like? I mean, you mentioned the gym. We think about going out on the golf course, hitting buckets of balls, and
Yeah.
on the putting green. But what does a day look like for you as an athlete and as a student too?
Well, I was up around 5:30 this morning and worked out with the team. Ice bath recovery right after class, and then right after class you get here, you practice all day. You get back, eat more food, and you sleep, and you do it again. So it's one of those things where it's kind of a repeating process, and I love the process of the game of golf, and every single one of these guys do as well. So it's pretty cool.
This course you guys play day in, day out is really hard. How much does that kind of help prepare you and get ready for even the tour courses you played?
Yeah, no doubt. I just talked about that. I said this golf course is incredibly hard. The greens are brutal out here, no joke, and they're fast, firm, and they're in good condition basically all year round. Playing the U.S. Open, and I was out there and I was like, this is pretty close to the same thing, the greens wise, and realizing that I've been in these kind of situations before. It's pretty cool.